Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still here, Maystringer, and we have been not uploading in the last 3 days or give or so, because honestly there were not much to record about, but I have made some significant progress today. The problem was that at the end of the last video, I have came to the conclusion that the system was not working for some reason. And it turned out that these DuPont cables were actually like jack shit, to be honest. The problem with them is that they wiggle around. If you have them with the casings on, which I can find, like this casing is a fucking shit, just to be frank. This just wiggles around and can turn and twist around easily and then can disconnect. And even when it is plugged on, it doesn't guarantee a stable connections. So for this exact reason, I had to just solder them to the fucking pot meters here and there, and basically I was fucking sucking, like, excuse me for my French here, but I was sucking cock for 2 days straight with this shit till I figured out that yes, indeed, the pins were not fucking stably reading the data, and that's why this shit was not working correctly. Fucking annoying. So wasted, I mean not wasted, but like took 2 days to make that. So today I have been doing quite significant amount of work, to be honest, and even yesterday. But yesterday was not that much visible. Only thing that I have made this a bit more organized, but you can't really see that now because these new wires are added here. But if you were to like take these off, these new wires from the there, I have taped these wires together that are like meant to be together, and hot glued them together, basically, those that are like common, the GUVA pins, the four GUVA pins together, the power and the grounds, the pot meters, the pressure readers, all these that are like meant to be together, even the SD card shield, all these things I have basically hot glued them together, you can see there, so that they come out and in and they have like a fixed order, so I will have to not like bother like fucking correcting them and figuring out. I have pictures taken for the correct order, but I'm not going to have to like think about it how they are laid in that order. So yeah, I have done that, and have done this new cluster of wires, this new complex layer of wiring, but these will be dealt with. For now it looks a bit chaotic, but I mean it looks worse on camera than it is IRL. As you can see, the other ones are like proper, like nicely grouped. This will have to be grouped as well. So yesterday done that, also like fixed everything up, and today I have done something a bit different. I'm gonna sit down on the screen, but I don't know if it is visible. It's absolutely, oh, there it is. If I can like take you there, there's a probe inside behind the wire there, which you might not be able to accurately like see that well. Or I might turn this there. There is like a pipette that was broken at the end. I'm gonna take some wire or some shit that is like thinner. So it was broken. You see there at the end, whatever you need to believe, it was broken. So we used the oxyacetylene torch to like melt the end together and put the probe in, so it was like filling the hole and could have been inserted to this depth. So that way this probe is like nicely made and fitted in. There's like a Teflon tubing which houses this, and the Teflon tubing is led to this pipe here, this black pipe here, this Vuitton tubing, and it is fixed here with this other additional pipe, so it stays in place, doesn't fall out. And the thermoprobe is basically in there, so it is completely sealed to the inner atmosphere that is like sulfurous and like, you know, you get the point, that is like very corrosive and all this, to the actual probe. So that is a thermo valve that I have made, and it is led out through here and around there. It is connected here, and because I have run out of these pipes, or this pipe exactly, because this is like very fucking useful, because it holds the cables really well. You can pull on them, and it is quite like sticky in that sense that the plastic of this doesn't has like high friction with the cables, and you can like nicely pull them, and they like keep like tied, and like how do you say this, like they keep their tension. As you can see on these, if I pull these, they basically don't keep that tension here between the two, like these two clips to say, but they will pull here, which is not the point. I would like to pull, like as you can see here, that they are more like tightened and like tight. Whatever, you get the point. So yeah, I have done that. So I did this this new shit here, so that the wires, all that stuff, and I have connected it up to the R32, which is a ESP32 based board, but or the chipset is that, but it is more like an Arduino Uno in the layout itself. So it has like two 5-volt pins and all that stuff, but it is 3.3 logic voltage, so it is like very cool. And I have this level shifter in between, which I was struggling in back in the days, but I figured out that I was fucking like changed up the pins. I thought this was the first one here was the A one instead of that one, which caused basically to not be able to read them, but it wasn't because of software, it was just my fault. In the attempts that I have swapped them up. So yeah, I've connected up the reader to that, and or the like the box 6675, whatever, if you want to really be practical, as well as I have connected the two port, the SCA or whatever, and the S whatever, so the I square C ports, and through the level shifter they communicate with the Uno, and the just the basic like setup that the level shifter, or the R32 reads the temperature from the burner, and it sends to the Arduino, and that's basically it. That's it done today, or at least this is where I got today. Tomorrow we'll implement the full code. We'll make a bit like tidy up the wires because it is disgusting, but tidy up them as well. And what I have thought about is that I'm going to need to like divide the so to speak the workload between the two boards, because I don't have, like, there are some external analog to digital converter pins and all that stuff, but I don't have that. So this is where the R32 comes in really handy, because they have like a lot of configurable pins, which means that I can configure a lot of pins to read analog and convert it to digital, and then send to the Uno, or just keep it to himself, whatever. So because we have 8 analog pins together, let's count, we have 4 GUAs, we have 2 pots, so that's 6. I don't have 6 fingers here, but stay with me. We have 2 pots and 2 pressure sensors, that's 8. So 4 plus 2 plus 2, so that's 8. Problem is, this motherfucker only has like 6, and 2 is used for I2C. So 4 is left only, and because I don't want to fiddle around with the that board, the R32 with the pots, so I will leave the pots and the pressure sensors up to Arduino, and the GUAs up to the R32. And if I might add some, then that will be connected to R32. But we have to rewire the 3.3 volts because these sheets need 3.3 volts. So the the structure, the architecture is done here. The only thing I need to disconnect the 3.3 volt solder on a clip and put it on there, because I need to divide the 3.3 volt between the board and between the level shifter as well. So yeah, that needs to be done. But other than that, we are probably good. So tomorrow we're going to do that, and going to add some other things. I'm going to test the system finally. We'll be able to collect data about the burner temp, as well as the catalyst chamber temp. We will not be able to tell for now, because I don't really have a temperature sensor. I'm going to add another one. We'll think about that. But for now, we want, because it sucks to add them. Might gonna try, but we'll see. As well as I have received some package which I have just bought. Instead of this sheetrock wool, we will be able to use ceramic wool, which is more robust and doesn't fall apart and can handle the heat very well. And it is robust, more robust than this shit. So yeah, this is very good. Very good progress. I'm interested to see the tests results. I will have to think about it more, but we'll figure out everything and test hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see. And then collect the data and do the PID, which you'll soon see. So thanks for the watching. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah!